Hi guys, it is time to go back to Bangalore. So we have traveled from Dhar to Bangalore via Dhule, Aurangabad, Hyderabad and Bangalore route. So stay tuned for the entire route updates. So just for your convenience, I put photos and videos wherever I could take them during the trip to give you an idea how were the roads and how were the visuals. So we started from Dhar at around 5:30 in the morning, and it took us around 4 hours to reach Dhule. Dhule is around 230-240 kilometers from Dhar, and it is around 260 kilometers from Indore. So if you are traveling from Indore, it will take around 5 hours. From Dhar, it took around 4.5 hours. So till Dhule, roads are good. It is Agra-Mumbai National Highway. So you don't have any challenges. Roads are good. You can see a lot of mountains and all. So it's a very scenic road, and you will enjoy your ride till Dhule. Once you reach Dhule, there are few potholes, and if you are driving on a high speed, these potholes can cause some damage. So just drive little slow once you are about to reach Dhule. When you go from Dhule to Chalisgaon, which is the next destination, it's a 2-lane road. So it's not a highway. It's around 60 kilometers from Dhule to Chalisgaon, and it goes through a lot of cities. So first of all, it's not a highway. It's a 2-lane road where vehicles are coming from all the sides. So it takes a lot of time. With 60 kilometers, it takes around 90 minutes, or maybe more than that. It's around 100 minutes. But the actual fun starts from Chalisgaon to Aurangabad. You have this Gotala Century Road. So it's all what you say ghat section, and it's around 100 kilometers from Chalisgaon to Aurangabad. And in my case, there was a big jam in the ghat, so we had to deroute. And we had to go on from inside villages, and we took an alternate route, and somehow we reached Aurangabad. So that 100 kilometer is very hectic, and it's very difficult to drive. We traveled in the afternoon around 11:30, so it was all fine, and local people had actually helped us to find the right route because of the jam on the main route. So once I reached Bangalore, I tried to find more about this route. So you see these jams pretty often between Chalisgaon to Aurangabad. So anybody taking that route, I will recommend them to travel in the daytime. So by the time we reached Aurangabad, we were completely exhausted, and we were wondering whether we'll be able to reach Hyderabad today or not. Our stop for the first day was Hyderabad. One more thing I specifically wanted to highlight, that roads around Aurangabad, in and around Aurangabad, is horrible. When we were moving out of Aurangabad, there was a stretch of around 7-8 kilometers. There were no roads at all. So there might be some alternate routes available which we were not aware. But what Google Maps was showing from the beginning, those roads are really bad, and it takes around 5 minutes to cross 1 kilometer. So roads were that bad. There were a lot of trucks, heavy vehicles. So those 7-8 kilometers was a nightmare for us. Somehow we were able to cross Aurangabad and got into outskirts, and then we had our lunch break. So once we crossed Aurangabad, to our surprise, the road from Aurangabad to Beed, and Beed to Osmanabad, and from maybe Osmanabad to Tuljapur, roads were amazing. That's around 300 kilometer stretch, and you won't believe the kind of road. It's difficult for you to imagine that the kind of road you had traveled earlier, and this route, it is so good. There are few diversions, but apart from that, this 300 kilometers stretch till Tuljapur is all good, well made. It's a newly made highway, so you guys will enjoy the ride there. And Once you reach Tuljapur, from Tuljapur towards Hyderabad, again 30 kilometers is a two-lane road. Again, it's not a highway, and vehicles will come from the other side as well. So again 30-35 kilometers takes a little time to travel, and there are a lot of diversions once you reach highway. So till you cross Maharashtra border, there are a lot of diversions on the highway towards Hyderabad. Once you enter Telangana state, there are hardly one or two diversions. In nutshell, from Dhar to Hyderabad, which was our first day of trip, till Dhule it was good. From Dhule to Chalisgaon it was pretty average or bad, I would say. From Chalisgaon to till we reach Aurangabad outskirts, it was very bad, and these 4-5 hours is like takes toll on your morale and energy. So you feel a bit down while you're driving. So I will not recommend anybody to take this route unless and until there is no other option left. Once you cross Aurangabad, from Aurangabad to Tuljapur, roads are good. There are few diversions which is annoying, but they are there. So once you cross Maharashtra border, I think things are pretty smooth, and we traveled around 950 kilometers in a day, and around 350 kilometers were really bad. And so by the time we reached Hyderabad, we were a little tired. So next day we started a bit late, around 11:30 from Hyderabad to Bangalore. And in my previous video I mentioned that Bangalore to Hyderabad roads are good and all, but I wanted to recorrect. The roads between Hyderabad to Bangalore is outstanding. It's a 500 kilometer straight highway. You don't even need to navigate. You can simply put the Google Maps on wrist and travel directly from from Hyderabad to Bangalore. It took us around 8.5 hours by the time we reached Bangalore. So we drove consistently around 120, 130, 140 sometimes. So from the recommendation point of view, if you are traveling from Bangalore to Indore or Bangalore to Bhopal or nearby location, I will not recommend this route to you, because by the time you reach Aurangabad or Chalisgaon, it will be late in the evening or late in the night. So I would recommend you to take Bangalore to Hyderabad and Hyderabad to Nagpur, and then Nagpur to Bhopal or Nagpur to Indore route. Although the distance is around 150-200 kilometers higher, but once you travel on National Highway 44, you can easily cover that distance through highway, and you can drive for long, and by the time you reach your destination you will not be tired. So people who stays near Aurangabad or Chalisgaon or Dhule, for them it still makes sense to take this route because of the overall distance is lesser than the other.